Alejandro Garnacho betrayed us. On transfer deadline day with just 1 hour left, he ended up joining Real Madrid. Because of this, we weren't able to find a suitable replacement in time, and our team wasn't ready to fight for the title. We ended up getting humiliated by Barcelona, Real Madrid, and even Atletico Madrid. But somehow, with club legends like Marcos Rey and Matthias Sula going above and beyond with their game, we were able to survive, and we're somehow still in the fight for the title, just 4 points off Real Madrid. We finally now made it to the January transfer window, and if we don't sign a new winger that could completely change our attack, I do not think we're gonna have what it takes to compete for La Liga. Create a club in Spain, it's back, and this could be one of the most important episodes of the series. Guys, y'all know, ever since Alejandro Garnacho betrayed us and left for Madrid, we've been struggling down this left-hand side, man. Galliano, he's just not it, man. To be fair to him, he's 30, he's done incredibly well throughout this series, but we need someone better, no ifs and buts. Last episode, we already addressed our squad depth by signing Thiago for the midfield. The midfield has got some incredible depth. Even our defense, it's just in the attack we don't even have a backup winger. We've got to put every bit of our budget in this episode, which is, by the way, 116 million. That's one thing that was good that happened with Garnacho's sale. We got the monies. But yeah, all of this needs to go in a new left winger that can potentially change the game for us. And the best place to kind of figure out who we should sign for the left wing position is the comments. Let's see what you guys think. Starting with this one, I think signing Kaoru would be perfect. You always considered signing him, but ended up compromising and signing someone else. It would be really satisfying to sign him when you finally got the money. You know what? Now that I think about it, signing Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, ooh, it does move me. I'll say that. But guys, he's literally worth 118.5 million. How are we affording this? Like, can someone please enlighten me? It's just not possible right now. Even with the money we've got, we can't lure him in from Napoli. It's just not possible. We would have to swap out at least a few players to make this happen, but even then, I think it's going to be difficult. I'm seeing a couple more suggestions like Luis Diaz, Modric as well, Rafael Leao, or Gabriel Martinelli. Okay, if I'm being honest, Martinelli, ooh, that would be just outrageous. I'm not gonna lie. The quality he offers, yep, he would be something special. But then I just saw this comment. You can bring in Kaoru Mitoma for the left wing spot. He's the kind of player that will fit S2GFC. And you know what? That comment completely changed my perspective. Whenever we've signed like superstar players, high-rated players, what if they ended up doing? Just leaving us. Some release clause or something happens and they end up just going elsewhere. There was literally nothing we could do. I think if we sign Martinelli, the same thing that happened with Garnacho is bound to happen. You know, Barca and Madrid love their Brazilians. They're gonna take him away from us. Signing a player like Mitoma, underrated, but we've seen what he can do for Brighton. Now he's playing for AC Milan. I think this is it. This is the kind of signing S2G Club the Football would make. This is the kind of player that would fit our vision. I think this is it. And he's 83 rated too. Unbelievable dribbling. He's not the quickest, but he could really supply our striker Marcos Rey and even help out Sula. This is legit it. And I think we could get him for a good price because his release clause is 65 million. I don't want to pay that. Of course I'm going to negotiate. Mitoma to S2G Club the Football. Who says no? I have a sneaky feeling this would be a ridiculously good signing. I'm going to try to start things off with 46 million just to ease things in. And whoa. How on earth have they accepted that? 46 million for Mitoma? That seems like an absolute steal. And now we've got to just convince him of our project, which I think should be easy. He's literally going to be a starter. Well, to be fair, I am going to keep competition between him and Galliano. We'll give him important squad role because of that. And he's happy to compete. That's the kind of spirit we need. A 5-year deal is... What? You want a 1-year deal? Are you joking? It's got to be minimum 2 years, man. Honestly. Of course, we've got to give a release clause to every player we sign. I'm going to chuck 100 million on Mitoma. Wow, he's only willing to do 86. This is what scares me every time I sign a player. We've seen so many players leave on release clauses. Well, we're putting at least a 90 million one on him. So at least we'll roughly double our money if he ends up going. And that contract, it's I feel so low. He's willing to take such a big pay cut to join us. It's done. We've just signed Mitoma for S2G Club the Football. This could be iconic. We've seen what Mitoma can do at Brighton. It's now time for him to step in at S2G Club the Football, working under me. I think we're going to make him a magician. I'm so excited for this transfer. And that is literally the squad depth depth we need on the bench, so it's perfect. And don't forget, the reason we need this kind of squad depth is to not only compete in La Liga, but also don't forget we're in the Champions League round of 16, and in this episode we're gonna begin the knockout round, so soon we'll be finding out who we'll be facing. But now though, we've got a couple of La Liga games, and we picked up a couple of important wins in La Liga. But in these games, we did not give both Mitoma and our new signing from the last episode, Thiago, their debuts, because I'm kind of saving them. Honestly, I feel like the best way to integrate them into the team is by just throwing them into the deep end. Semi-finals, Spanish Super Cup. I want to try and win this, and maybe with Mitoma and Thiago making their debut, we can. Also, guys, you would have seen there's been a lot of talk about Gabriel Figueroa in the last one. He's been wanting more game time, dropping in text messages and whatnot. We even had a conversation with him, and the truth is, we just cannot let him leave. He is just that good. I know Marcos Rey is the better player overall, but we've come up with a compromise. Gabriel Figueroa is going to be a starter for us in the Champions League, Marcos Rey in La Liga. But I think it's only fair in the Spanish Super Cup we give Gabriel Figueroa a chance. And so, yep, this game is big. Mitoma's making his debut. I'm chucking in Thiago as well into that midfield. And of course, Gabriel Figueroa up top. I'm still taking this competition very seriously, because if we can get wins against Barcelona and potentially Madrid or Atletico, they'll see us as a threat. Maybe it could help us win La Liga. Of course, every time we play Barcelona, we're reminded of the players they've stolen from us. But we've now got new players in our team to look forward to, and we need the signing of Mitoma to be a success. Right now, though, against Barcelona, we're struggling to just keep the ball and move it round. It's not been easy, but finally, with Thiago running the strings, we might be able to conjure up something, but no, that Barca defense is still strong. I'll tell you this, with Thiago, I'm definitely loving that midfield, and Mitoma as well, with a bit of magic there, bringing the ball forward. This is looking brilliant now. He goes for a cheeky cross. Still not at the same wavelength as the others. Thing is, guys, Barcelona in the attack, it just works so well. Pedri through on goal. Pedri scores, and Barcelona take the lead. This is just what we didn't want. Once again, it feels like this season, we're just unable to compete with the very best teams, even after all the signings we make. Pogba looking for Mitoma. This is looking brilliant now. It's a lovely ball inside for Figueroa. No, how is this Stegen saved that? We might still have a chance here. Bringing it for Thiago, but no, denied. But we really are constantly putting on the pressure. The game has changed. Mitoma gets the ball on the volley. I cannot believe ter Stegen has saved that. Mitoma seems pretty decent at set pieces. We'll let him have a go. We've got the tallest man in the world in the box. He gets his head to it, but misses. Now Barcelona are going to end up killing us here, and Pedri. No, it's actually Xavi Simons. I can't believe it. No, not him. Not the player who betrayed us and left us. Oh, my days. This has been brutal, man. We improved the team by signing Mitoma, and I feel like on the pitch he was fairly decent, but like against the big boys, Barca, Real Madrid, Atletico, we just never get the job done. We've, I think, like beaten them once maybe or twice. That's it. You know what? After that defeat, I really thought about potentially bringing in another player. We've got 70 million. We can most definitely do it, but is the squad the problem? I don't think it is. We just need to be doing better on the pitch, because the squad is there. With Mitoma in the team, Caicedo available to us, Thiago as well. We've got enough depth. We've got an amazing first team. It's kind of like, I just don't know what's not working. We've got to figure it out, especially before the Champions League resumes and everything. You know what? The comments are always helpful in situations like this. Let's see. I think Sula's overall is being brought down by his low passing. He should change his development plan, or maybe change his position. Well, not his position. Although maybe you are right. Matthias Sula has probably been on the inverted winger game plan for far too long. Yup, by improving his passing stats, that might actually help us score some goals. That's a good call. Okay, maybe I shouldn't always be listening to the comments. I suggest using the 4-2-4 formation so that both your strikers can play and so that Figueroa can keep on developing. We tried that and it just didn't work. It was, yeah, it wasn't it. Let's just put it that way. I guess the best thing we need to do right now is get back to playing La Liga. If we can beat Sevilla here, get back to winning ways, get the team some momentum, I reckon we'll be fine. And maybe Mitoma can help us with that. Here he goes, looking for his first goal. I just ran through right into the defender. But okay, gets the ball again. Mitoma puts it wide. We're trying so hard to get his first goal, but he's just missing. Here goes Mitoma. He took that one into his stride really well. This time he might get his first goal off the post. I cannot believe his luck. He's doing everything right, bar the finish. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. We almost conceded now. The chances we're wasting up top, are they going to end up costing us? One signing, I'll tell you, that's been an absolute hit. It's Kim Min-jae. He is monstrous in that centre-back role, and he's driving the ball forward right now. The pass was lacking, though. Here we go, Mitoma. That's more like it. Still Mitoma looking for Marcos Rey. Oh, my goodness. He went for another one of those special goals, but couldn't pull it off this time. No, no, no. Completely opened up, and we concede. What is happening to our season? Up until the halfway point, we were at least in the title fight, but now we might just completely fall off. Might have a chance here as Mitoma looks for Sula. We've completely opened them up. Matthias Sula, it's always him. The Argentine gets us back in it. Come on. Guys, if we can somehow mount a comeback here, in 10 minutes score another goal, that could turn our season around, get us right back on track. Honestly, we've got to be worried about conceding at this point. This is bad. We might actually concede. Jimenez as well. But now here we go on the breakaway. It is Mitoma now. Sees the run of Sula. We've broken through. Sula's got the pace. And I see a bit of movement in the box. Cut back. And it's Jimenez who has scored. Our Busquets, who never scores, has actually ended up scoring. Juan Jimenez, the Busquets region, has probably just got us back into La Liga's title race. Unbelievable. This game was so stressful, but we got to keep this up now. We need the momentum to keep running. No, 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 no. I can't believe this. I legit can't believe this. Just as things were going our way, Real Betis out of nowhere, they paid Fran Garcia's release clause. Are you actually kidding me? No! That is unbelievable. Thankfully, at least this time, we've got about a week left in the transfer window, and we can bring in a replacement easily, but I cannot believe that we've lost Fran Garcia like that. It's like endless pain. Do you know what, guys? At this point, I don't even care. I want to go for an incredible left back, and for me, that's Alejandro Balde. He's not playing at Barcelona. He's joined Wolves. What on earth is he doing there? Let's save him from there. Incredible situation has led to this moment where we might be able to sign Alejandro Balde. Let's just pull it off. I still can't believe how sudden the departure of Fran Garcia was. That's what release clauses do, man. Regardless, for 80 million, I think we should be able to get Balde. I know he's a former Barca player, but come on. Let's convince him to join us. We need you, Balde. We need a left back now desperately. We've got to give him a release clause as well. I'm going to try and keep it as high as possible. 160 million. Please accept it, dude. There you go. Imagine if somebody ends up paying that as well. I will genuinely be sad. But anyways, looks like we have managed to sign Alejandro Balde, and I think this is a solid replacement for Fran Garcia, so we should be fine. There he is. Welcome to the club. But all this transfer chaos meant that we absolutely got embarrassed in the Spanish Cup. This is the story every time we come up against a big team. Deadline day is gone. This is what we have, and this is what we need to make work. We're still in the fight for the title, man. It's only 6 points. If we can go on a good run, I think we can pull this off. Let's get back to winning. Marcos Rey looking for Matthias Sula. That is perfect. And Sula slides that home. Let all the new signings come. It's always Sula that delivers. There goes Mitoma. And could this be his moment to finally score? Mitoma, a cheeky chip. Oh, I can't believe it. He's been so unlucky. The post multiple times and a goal line clearance like that. Mitoma. Oh, that's a beautiful ball for Marcos Rey. He may not be scoring, but he's supplying goals. And Marcos Rey gets the job done. And that is just the result we needed. I'll tell you this, guys. Although Mitoma isn't scoring, he definitely helped Matthias Sula and Marcos Rey get better up top. So maybe the dynamic is working fine. If only he can get his luck back. Because, man, he's been super unlucky. We're still 6 points off Real Madrid, but I have a feeling they will at some point drop points. We've got to face them as well. We've got to continue putting the pressure. But we've now got one of our biggest tests of the season. That's right. We've got Atletico Madrid. And this season, we've not beaten a single top 3 club. And if we want to win La Liga, we've got to beat them. And I think I've got a strategy this time around. Can you guys see their team? They're playing a 5 at the back formation. I think against them, I'm sorry. We need to go with a player like Caicedo. Juan Jimenez, I think, yeah, we're going to rest him for this one. I'm debating whether to play Thiago, but I think Pablo Torre is needed. The rest of the team, though, is perfectly fine. It was just between Caicedo or Jimenez. I kid you not, guys. This could be defining in La Liga's title race, because if we can beat Atletico, pressure's on. It'll show that we can beat some of the big boys in the league. We need to win this.
A few moments later.
How is Gabriel Jesus not offside there? This is the worst start possible. Guys, I'm actually seeing who kept him onside. Oh my god. Can you guys see on the top of your screen? Oh, that is so frustrating. But guys, we can't give up. There's still a lot of football to be played. Mitoma. Oh, I see you, Marcos. He's kept himself onside. Marcos Rey, back inside for Mitoma. No, the luck is just horrendous for him. Sula, looking for Torre. Mitoma, surely this is it. And Mitoma gets his goal. Let's go. I really thought he was going to never end up scoring for us, but he's showing the quality he has. We're back in this one. Pogba. I see Pablo Torre making a brilliant run. Pablo Torre slots that off brilliantly. We've actually taken the lead against Atleti. Okay, guys, we need to calm down. We've never beaten a top 3 team this season in La Liga. That could change if we can just hold on to this. Oh my god, it's all getting out of hand now. Crazy challenges and whatnot. I will genuinely cry if we end up conceding from this free kick. Like, no, not from this range, man. Not from this range, Mendes. Thank you. I think we really need one more goal if we want to just get that guaranteed victory. And we might get that with Marcos Rey going forward just like that. It's perfect from Rey. Cuts it back. Top angle. No! How's he hit the side netting? No way. Mitoma's caught him napping. He's broken through. Nope. Keeper saves. What's happening? Mitoma gets up. Bruh. Oh, it's been put into the back of the net. Now Mitoma gets all the luck in the world. I can't believe it, guys. We're leading 3-1. This has to be it. I'll tell you this. Starting Caicedo in this game clutch because he's been everywhere. Marcos Rey, a potential 4th goal. It's done. Atletico Madrid have been stunned 4-1. An unbelievable result, guys. We're truly back. We followed that up with another win. In fact, Marcos Rey scored a hat-trick. It's only 3 points separating us from Real Madrid in the Champions League as well. We've got the round of 16 coming up. It looks like we're finding form at the right time. But just as everything was going well, of course, something terrible had to happen. Alejandro Balde has suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury in training. He's going to be out for the next 6 months. We're done. You guys know that we were forced to sell Fran Garcia. That's why we signed him. He's now out. Bouna Sanogo is literally the only other left back that we've got. This is legit going to destroy us in the Champions League, potentially even in La Liga. I really don't know how we're going to cope with the 75 rated left back. Well, I guess next episode we'll find out if we can survive this big setback.